Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-January 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as many of the tarot cards. I do have a recommend, though, you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly. You'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it. I did shorten my readings from 5 columns to 4, so please let me know if you love it or hate it. But column number 1 is going to be a general look at what's coming for the remainder of January. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the fourth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides, almost like advice for the remainder of the month. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, take a look at your crystal of the month, and do a healing note for you. But again, let's get into it. Column number 1, just kind of a general look at what's coming for the remainder of January. Scorpio, you have the summary affirmation card here of balance. I am obsessed with this card. I feel like people always need more balance, more calm, more harmony. So I get so excited when I see a card like balance. So looking forward to you enjoying a nice, easy, calm, balanced last few weeks of the month. But let's see what other messages I have here for you. It does look like we're working on something here. So first up we have the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is a card of going through a necessary transition. So we're going through some sort of change here. Again, it looks like there's something we're working on, perhaps something we're working on changing. The next card we have is the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is collaboration, skill, quality, craftsmanship. So again, it's working to get this done. We could even be working with other people to get this change done, to get through this transition. But I love this. I feel like we're putting our best foot forward. Again, we're collaborating, we're communicating. There's a lot of partnership there. At the bottom, we are going to have our 3 of Cups come into play, which is a card of circle of support. So again, kind of feeding off of that teamwork, that partnership to accomplish whatever this is. This is also a card of celebrations, though, which is wonderful to see. So I feel like there's some success coming in for you. So whatever this transition, whatever this change is here, Scorpio, I feel like we're getting really close to getting it done. We've had great support. And I do feel like it's something we'll be able to get done before the end of January. Let's take a look at our clarifiers here really quick. First up, we have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands can be a card. This can be like competition, self-defense, feeling like you have to protect yourself. It's interesting. So this could be the driving factor behind the change that we're having to make. I feel like, I don't know if a competition is the motive, but it's like, I don't know, a sense of betterment is coming from this for sure. I will also say with the balance card though, it's nice. So if we are feeling like we're very like defensive or having to be on the defense or having to protect ourselves, the balance card is going to put some of that to bay as well. So that's one of those things that's shifting, changing with this transition. So I do see this kind of 7 of Wands energy coming to an end here. The next card we have is the Devil card. The Devil card can be a card of overdoing things. This is like greed, envy, materialism, obsession. Again, just really anything overdoing. It's interesting. So this may have been like too much of a priority, too much of a focus, all resources, all hands on deck potentially at some point. But again, I feel like balance is coming in here and I feel like we're in a much better place. So maybe this was consuming all of your time, consuming all of your energy, consuming all of your money, something of that sort. So some balance coming into this as well, where it's not an all-in, but can still get it done without it being overdone or overly complex or overly time-consuming or overly burdensome. Whatever of those resonates there with you. At the bottom, we also have the King of Swords. This is very strategic, very intentional, very long-term. I feel like these results, these changes are here to stay. It's long-term success, so I like to see it. But I feel like we're really setting ourselves up well here. So I like the mix of balance. I like getting this done. I feel like it could have been an interesting kind of tough journey just given the 6 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, the Devil card. But here now I feel like it's coming to you, which is what's important. All right, Scorpio, let's take a look at our next column now, which is anything related to money. So quick money message to kick us off. It's an affirmation. I enjoy what I have and I have more than enough. So in this call, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. We're starting off real strong here. So first up, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is a new job, raise, promotion, investment, some sort of money news. So really, really wonderful to see right off the gate. So we love that kind of new money coming in there for you, Scorpio. Moving on, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is actually mostly a love card. It's a card of unconditional love, self-love, self-respect. This is also a courage card though, and I feel like we are going to have a little bit of a courage moment to go after this new opportunity, to go after this money. I feel like you're going within, you're channeling the lion on the card here to really go all in and go after this opportunity. At the bottom, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of freedom. It's a card of creativity. I feel like there's a lot of good coming with whatever this new money is here, Scorpio. So hands down, I say go for it here with the Strength card, saying to have that courage. And then just the nice sense of freedom and creativity and high energy that comes with the Knight of Wands that's coming with it as well. Let's take a look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. It's a lot going on. But the nice thing is we're moving away from that. So as we move towards this new money, we get to leave behind some of the things we weren't enjoying before. So we're leaving behind the stress, the burdens, the complications, the exhaustion, all of those things. So with that new opportunity, we get to say goodbye to many of those things. The next card we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Love to see this. Definitely lots of opportunity, lots of success, so much potential in the new beginning. So I hope that we go for it. I hope that, again, we drum up the courage of the lion to go after that. At the bottom here, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a card sometimes of unwanted change or things just happening in ways that we didn't expect, didn't anticipate, didn't want. So this opportunity could have come about in a unique way. But what matters is it's here now and it's something that we can go after. I'm trying to think if I have any other messages there for you. I do think this could be something like very new to you. There's kind of this sense of like kind of upheaval, or again just something maybe. I feel like if we do go for a new job, it won't be exactly what we did before. But again, so promising, so much opportunity here, and definitely money connected with the new opportunity. So I say go for it, Scorpio. All right, next we have our love column. So a quick love message to get us started here. It says, embrace through each other, you find the missing pieces. So we're going to talk about anything related to friends, family, loved ones, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. Let's see what messages I can give you here. So first up, we have the Tower card. We just talked about the Tower card a little bit. So with the Tower card, this is a card of like unwanted change. It's interesting. So I feel like something's coming up and causing delay here. So with the Tower card, we plan for ABC, DEF ends up happening. It's not what we want, but the Tower card always does drop us in a good place. And it's really important that we move forward and work forward from wherever we are, wherever the Tower card leaves us. So I will say, I feel like the unplanned thing that's coming up seems to be waiting here. So expect something to pop up, and the result is going to be some waiting here for you, Scorpio. We have the Seven of Pentacles. If you take a look at this card, this person planted their pentacles. Now they're waiting for them to grow. So this is like patience delayed, waiting. It is delayed success. So I feel like whatever it is that we were hoping for, whatever we wanted to get done here, it's still going to happen. It's still going to be successful. Again, there's just something comes up and causes some delay. I do love that we're ending really strong here with the Sun card though. In terms of good card in the tarot deck, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. This is material happiness, joy, successful outcomes, seriously all things wonderful with the Sun card. So the nice thing is whatever this delay is too, I do think it'll resolve by the end of the month, just given the placement of our Sun card here. Let's take a look at what clarifiers. Ooh, I love that for you. All right. So First up, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card of the Major Arcana. It's fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. There is something new we're trying to kick off here. Something new, some sort of new adventure, some sort of new love, some sort of new project. Maybe we're growing our family, something. This is the something new. And again, this is what's being delayed. This is what gets unexpectedly delayed with the Tower card and the Seven of Pentacles. The next card we have, though, is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of making a plan. So during this waiting time, you can really kind of capitalize, make sure we kind of have a foolproof plan. The nice thing is there's also like some financial benefit here behind this delay. With the Three of Wands, this is a card of commerce. So it's like money is better because of the wait. And also, I feel like the growth, the expansion, the thing that we want will be greater. The odds are just more in your favor after this wait, it appears. So I love to see that. And then at the bottom, we have the Sun card on top of the Sun card. If you've watched my readings before, you know I get so excited when this happens. It's like the universe saying, I said what I meant what I said. So definitely a lot of joy, a lot of happiness coming your way. I do think it'll resolve by the end of the month, and definitely the success piece is still there, Scorpio. All right, let's take a look at our fourth and final column, a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of influence. I love this card. I told you I love the balance card too. You got two good ones in this deck for sure. But the influence card, I just think it's such a good reminder of exactly how much we can influence, but also making sure we're focusing on the things that we can influence. You know, we have a circle of control, and there are some things outside of the circle of our control. So it's really about influencing the things we have control over. But let's see what messages we have. Again, this is a message from a future self or spirit guides. So it's like almost like advice going into the end of the month here. But let's see what we're working with. So first up, we have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is kind of a dark, gloomy card. You see the sky is dark, the person's laying down flat, they have these swords stuck in them. So I feel like we're feeling like we're in a low place with something or someone. The message I'm hearing, though, is we do have influence. So we do have the ability to get away from this kind of dark, gloomy place, to revive this from a low spot. Looking at our next card, we have the Five of Swords. This is typically not very good relationship. I feel like there could be some like theft, dishonesty, betrayal, some sort of conflict that happened. So again, we're kind of feeling low from this conflict. But I am hearing, again, we have the influence to repair this. At the bottom, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card, but this is like a card of giving and receiving and finding this balance. And I feel like there needs to be a little bit of back and forth. There needs to be some conversation, but we need that kind of back and forth type energy here to get to this resolution. The hard part is we can ignore this, but it does kind of have this heavy weight attached to it. So I feel like even if we ignore it, you're not going to feel great, Scorpio. So again, we have the ability to influence. We have the ability to impact. We have the ability to, I think, talk through, or again, kind of have that back and forth to resolve here. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card. This is a card of patience. So I feel like we've been maybe, again, waiting for this to work out and it hasn't. So that's where we kind of have to step in and have that influence there. But yeah, so I feel like patience is coming through there. Next up, we have the Two of Swords. I feel like you felt compromised. So this is very much so a card of compromise. This can also be a card of having to make a decision. And I do think we have to decide, again, do we just ignore it or do we try and resolve? I would encourage you to resolve, just because, again, I feel like you do have the ability to impact and influence this situation. But also, there's some weight to this. So you can ignore it, but it kind of still doesn't feel good, Scorpio. At the bottom, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is, again, saying we have that opportunity to make that choice. This is the waiting too. We've been kind of waiting, but we've kind of given that give and take, and now I feel like we do need to work to resolve. So hopefully that resonates. Hopefully that makes sense for you. At this time, Scorpio, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the 4 of Hearts, number 21 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 8 of Hearts, the number 36 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 3, we have the 7 of Diamonds, number 38 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes there for you. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through January. You have Ruby this month, which is good for joy of living. Lust, very spontaneous, gives you lots of momentum and passion as well. And last but not least, a healing note here for you. And it says, this too you will conquer. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Scorpio, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your January.